Hello guys and welcome to Metro Exodus running on 4K resolution on a single Titan RTX video card with the help of Intel Core i9 Gen i9 9900K, 8 cores, 16 threads. And today during this video I'm going to only show you 4K resolution, and I'm going to show you all kind of different presets. So I'm going to show you the DirectX 12 API only at 4K resolution, 16 divided by 9 aspect ratio, which is 3840 pixels by 2160 pixels. NVIDIA RTX will be off. First I'm going to show you the pure raw DirectX 12 API without the retracing, and then I'm going to show you with the retracing, including the DLSS, and then without the DLSS. So 3 different presets. Today my Titan RTX is running on liquid metal thermal compound paste on GPU, so I completely repasted the NVIDIA thermal solution. I replaced that, and the IC diamond on my VRAM, on my power distribution, and any chip on the Titan RTX PCB, but GPU is liquid metal thermal compound paste. Look at this. This can be used as a benchmark. It's rendering in real time, and this is not a pre-rendered video. As you can see at the left top, FPS is updated every second, and every single information is updated every second. Self-explanatory. I call it tougher. T stands for the temperature of the component, U stands for the usage or utilization of the component, F stands for the frequency of the component, and FR is the fan rotation only at 100% for our Titan RTX. And my CPU is all-in-one water cooling system by Corsair H150i Pro, the best $170 that you can invest for a CPU cooler. But the fans, it's 3 fans, 120mm fans, running whatever Corsair envisioned them to run, and on a 360mm radiator, and it's water cooled, as you can see. Single Titan RTX DirectX 12, pretty much going to be the similar performance to DirectX 11, maybe 1-2 FPS plus minus, because right now DirectX 12 API without the retracing. DirectX 12 doesn't support SLI, so if you're playing Metro Exodus with the multiple video cards, most definitely you want to play DirectX 11 API, and Metro Exodus doesn't support SLI with DirectX 11 API, but there is a ways how to enable the 2 or more video cards to work together in video cards through the SLI, and I'm going to share with you guys this idea over my new project SLIready.com, www.sliready.com, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it with step-by-step instructions, including sharing my SLI profile. So maximum visuals, DirectX 12, 4K resolution, no RTX, no retracing. Beautiful visuals, as you can see. 65 FPS, so pretty much the similar FPS will be also under the DirectX 11, but with the 2 Titan RTXs your FPS are almost double, which is amazing. %98 of our GPU utilization, so we're losing about 2% under the GPU utilization, and 2% will be 80 CUDA cores. 1% is 40 CUDA cores. The Titan RTX has advantage of 250 CUDA cores over the RTX 2080 Ti, because RTX 2080 Ti video card based on the Turing GPU architecture as well can run this game in 4K resolution without any issues, because as you can see our VRAM usage right now is 6094 megabytes, which is below 7000 megabytes or below 7 gigabytes, and RTX 2080 Ti with 11 gigabyte of VRAM or 11,000 megabytes of VRAM can handle this game without any issues. And we'll show you about the same performance, because pretty much it's almost the same GPUs, only Titan RTX has 250 CUDA cores as addition null CUDA cores versus the RTX 2080 Ti video card, and 24 GB of the VRAM frame buffer. But as again, we are not going to use it at 4K resolution for sure. Beautiful visuals. As again, guys, I'm recording this video today with external professional video recording device. I'm not recording it with a shadow play. So the FPS that you're going to see at the left top will be the real FPS without taxing anything on them, and just like FPS without the recording, keep that in mind. And performance of the computer will be in terms of utilization at the left top, just like I'm running it without the recording. However, with this recorder, sometimes you will see some screen breaks, but you know, it is what it is. The purpose of this video is not the pixel comparison. The purpose of this video is not the gameplay. The purpose of this video is to show you the performance. And by the way, I'm going to use this video as 2-in-1. Oh, that guy is mad. Actually 3-in-1, because right now I'm running very aggressively DDR4, which is at very aggressive timing, which is unheard of for DDR4. CL9 1T command, but the frequency is 2400 MHz, but still very aggressive timing, CL9. And the reason why I'm recording this video with external video recorder device, so we can compare with 2400 MHz at CL13, and we're going to see what is the difference when you're running CL9 versus CL13. The same frequencies, as well as I'm going to compare it versus, like, let's say 3600 MHz or 3200 MHz frequencies, just to see what is the better for PC gaming, frequencies or latency delay. Okay, so that's why I need to record it as RAW, so the FPS should be as RAW. So I'm going to do the split screen, and that's why I'm going to use this video 3-in-1. Okay, here we go. Let me show it to you again. This is how we're going to roll. And right now this rendered animation can be used as a benchmark as well. As you can see, my CPU utilization never saw even the 40%. It's like way below 40%, and it is 16 thread, means that 8 cores, 8 threads will be more than enough. And on this i9 9900K I can keep 8-core 8 threads at 5.2 GHz instead of 5.1 GHz, additional 100 MHz per each core, and we can pretty much benefit from it by 1 FPS extra, because extra CPU cores, guys, is pretty much is a waste. As you can see, it's not gonna give us an extra FPS, and there is a possibility that we are at a higher latency delay right now with the 8-core 16 threads versus the 8-core 8 threads, and there is a possibility that 6-core 6 threads will be good to go over here at 4K resolution. 99% of the games 6-core 6 threads at 4K resolution and above is good to go, but Battlefield 5, which is 1% of this type of games, is not good to go at 6-core 6 threads at 4K resolution, and it's not even good to go at 8-core 8 threads at 4K resolution. The better you stick with 10 threads, or better 12 threads for sure, to guarantee you that you're Gucci with 12 threads and at 4K resolution in Battlefield 5. But as again, this is only 1% of the games. Most of the games is good to go 6-core 6 threads at 4K resolution and above, and that means that 6-core 6 threads I can keep this CPU at 5.3 GHz, which is additional 200 MHz right now to our overclock, because 5.1 GHz or 5100 MHz that you can see per each core during this video is already overclocked, but we can achieve 200 MHz additional with 6-core 6 threads. And I'm going to do a why it's 3-in-1 video comparison, because I'm going to compare 6-core 6 threads, 8-core 8 threads, 8-core 16 threads, and Metro Exodus will be one of the games, and I'm going to use this footage for that video as well, when we're going to find out if additional cores slow us down, and instead of giving us higher FPS, it's giving us less FPS, and it's going to be a third video that I'm going to use this content for. Hopefully, guys, this makes sense. Because the FPS is raw, and it's just like I'm playing without recording
The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry?
Look at this, guys. Without the RTX, without the ray tracing in real time, it's still pretty well. Like, everything is almost there. The shadows is dynamic and everything is so nice. But when I'm going to enable the ray tracing, you're going to see some additional things. When her father is about to come here, he's going to kind of wave his hands around. The shadows is not going to reflect on her face. Okay, but under the retracing, her face will be completely black, like in the dark, in the shadows. Like, check it out. And the shadows will be darker as well. But it's still, they're mimicking pretty well. They're emulating pretty well, guys. Right now, when he's kind of waving his hands, her face will be kind of the same thing, guys. Almost the same thing versus the retracing. I'm going to split the screen and I'm going to show it to you. DirectX 12 versus so this video will be used for it as well. DirectX 12 versus the DirectX 12 with the retracing, and versus the DirectX 12 with the retracing and DLSS, which is NVIDIA technology that is boosting the FPS under the retracing using the RTX technology. Beautiful, guys. But personally, I don't see too much difference, RTX or not, in this game. Even if I'm an artist and I would like to see the clearness of the pixels, I like to see the best visuals. That's why I purchased the two Titan RTXs. I don't see the big difference, guys, to be honest. The mimicking of the non-retracing technology was done very well in this game. But this is without the retracing yet. This video will be one take. I'm not going to edit this video. When I'm going to break the screen, it's going to be a different videos, guys. It's just going to be matter Exodus Titan RTX, DirectX 12 versus without the retracing versus the DirectX 12 with the retracing, and DirectX 12 with the retracing and DLSS. Alright, good to go. Let's go ahead and switch it now. So now I'm going to go ahead and enable the goodies, which is the NVIDIA RTX on. Retracing high, I'm going to make it ultra, DLSS. Everything else is maximum possible visuals. Let's go ahead and save that. Here we go. And reboot the level. So right now the FPS kind of going to be high with the retracing because I'm using DLSS. But the third task will show us the raw retracing RTX technology running on Titan RTX without any cheating, because DLSS is kind of what it is. It's right now it's probably running at 1920 by 1080 pixels, and it's upscaling through the AI, through the NVIDIA AI. This is what DLSS, and somehow the pixels are not so clear, okay? Because upscaling is not a great idea anyways in any type of technologies. Look at this. Then still very high FPS. Wow. There is a possibility that RTX technology with DLSS right now will show us almost the same FPS, plus minus 10 FPS, versus the DirectX 12 without the retracing, and it's going to be amazing. But as again, if you're going to look at every single frame, you're going to see some blurriness versus the without the DLSS, and some people doesn't like it, some like it. So I decided to go ahead and show you all kind of presets under DirectX 12, and I'm going to record an individual video with DirectX 11 in Metro Exodus. Go ahead and watch that as well. And I'm going to record the same video with the 6 core 6 threads at 5.3 gigahertz, so 200 megahertz additionally with the CL9 1T command with the same memory. And this is where we're going to find out if additional cores slow us down in terms of the FPS when our CPU utilization is below 90%. And in my formula, in my algorithms, when the CPU utilization below 90% and we never saw the 90% during our gameplay, it means that you don't need a CPU with additional threads or additional cores. But you still can add it, but you're going to receive an additional latency delay, because I believe there is a CPU controller that's checking every single cores, how they're doing, what is their usage, load, and then is sending the CPU instruction for some cores to process that instruction, and all of this generating additional latency delay, and all of this latency delay is pretty much lowering our FPS per second, frame per second, which is the FPS. So to keep the higher FPS in PC gaming, you want to avoid your latency delay as much as possible and keep it as short as possible. And I believe that very aggressive timing for the DDR4, such as 2400 MHz, is actually creating some difference. But we're going to find out which is the better, the frequency on the DDR4 or the latency on the DDR4, the best for the PC gaming. And it's going to be two videos where I'm going to explain to you when we're going to compare cores and when we're going to compare the latency delay. So RTX right now is, we're using the RTX, but the GPU utilization is still 98%, but it's beautiful. As again, it's kind of hard to tell the real-time ray tracing versus the mimicking ray tracing. The graphic designer in Metro Exodus did such a great job. And RTX is kind of taxing, as you can see, guys. But we're still in 60s, wow. Above even 60s right now, FPS average. And the latency delay is still below 20 milliseconds. This is amazing results over here, guys. Just let me tell you. Amazing results. 98% of GPU utilization, which is 2% is wasted. About 40, I would say 80 CUDA cores is wasted. But still, we are faster than single RTX 2080 Ti when our GPU utilization is 97 or 98%. Because the advantage of the Titan RTX is 250 CUDA cores versus the single RTX 2080 Ti video card. And when you're running two Titan RTXs in a slide, the advantage becomes 500 CUDA cores, and this is a serious advantage, guys, versus the two RTX 2080 Ti in SLI. Bam. Wow. Still above 50 FPS average, which is amazing. You're not gonna receive this, guys, without the DLSS. So Nvidia did a great job with their DLSS. It's kind of semi ray tracing experience. I would call it like that. Alright. Come over here, guys. Let's play. This dude is angry now. He's like, what's going on there? I'm just going to pretty much do you all, guys. Look at this beautiful ray tracing right now going on in real time. Okay. Let me use the mat kit. What is the mat kit? I forgot how to use the mat kit. There is a button for the mat kit. Not the time. Here we go. Q. Yeah, here we go. Alright, so just this redness can get away from us. So here's the option again for those who curious. Okay, everything maxed out, guys. DLSS is on. So let's go ahead and have a look. As again, beautiful render animation right now going on in real time. still above 60 FPS. Wow, guys, this is with ray tracing. This is amazing results actually. The Metro Exodus developers did a great job in this game. And you can pick up this game in around $30 right now. Just go ahead and Google it, and it's beautiful. Grab 3 of them if you don't play it. Grab Metro 2033, grab Metro Last Light in Redux, as a nice idea, and grab this one. 3 games, and this is the 3rd one. And you're going to have so much fun. It's just unbelievable experience, as you can see, almost like a Pixar animation. The VRAM usage is almost 7,000 megabytes at the left top, and the system RAM usage is below 8,000 megabytes. So right now we're not even using 8,000 megabytes, which is 8 gigabytes. So video cards with 8 gigabytes will be Gucci at 4K resolution. All what they need to have, just a GPU raw power that can process this in real time. So the next Ampere GPU architecture with the 8 gigs of VRAM will be Gucci and Metro at 4K resolution. Pretty much everything at 4K resolution, 8 gigs of VRAM is good to go, guys, based on my algorithms and tests. Go ahead and check out my YouTube channel to find out for yourself. If you're looking to get 8K resolution, then you need to have around a little bit above 12 gigs, especially if we're talking the newer games. And maximum visuals, you want to have like something like almost 16 gigabyte of VRAM. So 16 gigabyte of VRAM for 8K resolution. Everything at maximum visuals will be required, guys. So hopefully Ampere GPU architecture by NVIDIA, the next GPU architecture that will be introduced in about 5 months from now, from this video recording. Hopefully it will have 16 gigabytes of VRAM for kind of gaming video cards, and it will allow us to play 8K resolution. 24 gigabyte of VRAM is good to go all the way to 16 gigabyte to 16K resolution. But the newer games that was released in 2019, 2020, 24 gigabyte of VRAM still not going to be enough at 16K resolution with the maximum visuals. So you want to have at least 32 gigabyte of VRAM to stay comfortably at 16K resolution with the maximum visuals, even if you're playing the games that was released in 2019, 2020. Hopefully, guys, I make sense, and hopefully the next NVIDIA Titan Ampere will feature 32 gigabyte of VRAM, and will be more than enough for everything. Also 24 gigabyte is almost more than enough for everything, but pretty much I would say it's limited by the GPU performance, computing performance, before we're going to overrun our VRAM on the Titan RTX. So pretty much for Titan RTX, 24 gigabyte for Turing GPU architecture is more than enough. You don't need more than that. But it used to be a Titan XP's, guys, CEO edition that was featuring 32 gigs of VRAM. Imagine, and you can put 4 Titan XP's in SLI. It's not supported officially, but you can do it. Imagine put 4 of them, 32 gigabyte of each. I'm not sure how many video cards of the NVIDIA Titan XP's was made 32 gigabyte CEO edition, but I know for sure at least 2 of them. I saw it myself, and imagine put 4 of them in SLI. The performance will be above that you can see right now with the 2 Titan RTXs in SLI, because 4 Titan XPs in SLI, if they will feature 32 gigabyte, usually they featuring 12 gigabyte, so they cannot get you to the 8K resolution. But 4 Titan XP's CEO edition and SLI, guys, 4-way SLI, 32 gigabyte version video cards will show you way better experience at 8K resolution than 2 Titan RTXs right now, because you're going to be at least at around 70 FPS, something like that, in Metro Exodus, which is unheard of at 8K resolution maximum visuals. And on Titan RTXs and SLI, 2 of them in Metro Exodus at 8K resolution, I maximum can squeeze almost 60 FPS at maximum visuals. Keep that in mind. With this type of computer, which is the top 25 gaming PC in the world record, in the January of 2020 using the 3D Mark Strike Ultra version 1.1. I was top 25 people in the world and about 50 million people bench it. So you're watching right now the fastest 2019 gaming computer, or the fastest gaming computer in 2020 in January and February 2020. There is nothing else can touch it. Ryzen's cannot even get close to the FPS that I'm rising right now because their cores are weak. Alright guys, so right now DLSS will be off and everything else will be maximum possible visuals. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. How many minutes I still have to go? I still have 14 minutes to go of recording good on my SSD left on this professional external video recording device. So let's go ahead and reboot the level, and hopefully I can show you at high. I just want to show you at high with the ray tracing. Hopefully I will have enough time to do so. If not, then probably not. I'm not going to show you high. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. So you just saw the maximum visuals on Titan RTX, the first generation of the RTX technology video cards. And in the end of this video, I'm just going to show you the computer information about my computer parts today, just real quick. You need to see that. Alright guys, so this is rendered in real time with the raw ray tracing, raw RTX by NVIDIA. Nothing is helping it out, and you already can see the low FPS, 82 versus the 100 FPS that we are running with the DLSS. This is 4K resolution with ray tracing, native 4K. When the DLSS, I believe, is not native 4K. It's kind of dynamic kind of resolution. 1440p, 4K, 1080p, 4K, 1440p, 4K. That's why the FPS was kind of high. Right now you will see the raw native 4K resolution with the ray tracing, and it's looking beautiful, guys. Look at this level of details. Even the lighting is a little bit different. The way they were mimicking the lighting, it was a little bit different, as you can see right now. Right now everything is darker and even less light right now on the scene, because the real light, real shadows, everything is real. Reflection of that light, refraction of that light from the surfaces. Beautiful. Look like we're going to have a low FPS. Hopefully we're going to be in the 40s, because like 45 FPS for me as a old school gamer is comfortable. Nope, not even 45, 34, 35 FPS, guys. 4K resolution on a single Titan RTX. Above 30 FPS, but 35 FPS average. The GPU utilization though 99%, so we're kicking right now GPU utilization probably at maximum possible loads, which is nice. So maybe we're wasting 40 CUDA cores, if maybe. So right now I'm pretty sure I will take the advantage over the RTX 2080 Ti video card stock to stock, because right now I'm running stock, but there is a possibility that you can overclock your RTX 2080 Ti above 2100 megahertz and you will achieve the same FPS or even a little bit hair faster than I'm receiving right now, because the advantage right now at 99%, I'm 250 CUDA cores, and with the higher frequencies you can compensate that advantage of the overclock on your RTX 2080 Ti video card. At 4K resolution, RTX 2080 Ti's, guys, is much better take than Titan RTX. Keep that in mind. The overclock farther, the running cooler, and they cost 3 times less than Titan RTX, almost 2.5 times less, because Titan RTX costs $2,500 each video card, and the RTX 2080 Ti during this recording is $1,200. You can even find for $1,000 if you're going to look closer, and you know, if you're running anything in SLI, any NVIDIA video cards, you want to make sure that the first video card is in a hybrid. See that? The refresh rate is kind of slow. The first video card is in a hybrid water cooler, otherwise in SLI you're going to thermal throttle a lot, even with the liquid metal thermal compound paste on the GPU. It's not enough. For multiple video cards, make sure the first video card closest to the CPU is water cooled on a hybrid or something. There's EVGA hybrid solutions, which is $100 more for video card, but it's already integrated by manufacturer and it's nice and beautiful. Or just the Gigabyte Water Force is a nice line. And all what you need to get, just invest that extra $100 for that hybrid water cooling and get first video card closest to the CPU. That's going to be hybrid water cooled. The secondary one can be run on air. The con on the hybrid water cooling video cards that their pump will last you maximum 3 years and then it's going to die. And pretty much if you don't know how to repair that, you're going to waste your video card. And it's going to be dead. Otherwise, when you're running on air, you can run 5 years for sure without any problems. But it's going to generate the noise and it's going to be hot. Keep that in mind. So it's up to you. So there is cons and pros. Okay, as a reminder, guys, so I'm running it completely maxed out and DLSS is off, which is the native 4K resolution ray tracing. Single Titan RTX, completely stock, but if you're going to overclock at maximum, you can achieve 3-4 FPS. That's it. If I would be running my CPU stock, I would be also by about 1 or 2 FPS lower. So pretty much overclocking your CPU, overclocking your video card, you're achieving about 5 FPS extra, and that's it on average. But it's still free performance. I mean, if you can do it, if temperatures, everything is not reaching 100 Celsius, why not to do it? And if it's not going to cost you a lot in terms of the cooling solution, especially if you're a YouTuber, that 5 FPS pretty much going to be compensation for the NVIDIA Shadowplay recording in real time, so you don't have to buy an expensive professional external video recording equipment. Hopefully, guys, this makes sense. Beautiful, beautiful FPS, but as again, we're still staying in around 30 FPS zone. As you can see, when there is a lot of polygons going on the screen, we're kind of like 30 FPS average, and latency delay is above 20 milliseconds, but still in kind of below 30 milliseconds latency delay, which is comfortable. But when we don't have a lot of polygons on the screen, we're pretty much like 40 FPS. Anyways, it's still comfortable gameplay, guys, on single Titan RTX 4K resolution, and the RTX 2080 Ti will show you about the same FPS as again, but you need to overclock your RTX 2080 Ti very high. Well, like around 2100 megahertz on a GPU, and also you gotta overclock your VRAM to 16,000 megahertz, which is easy thing to do, because 16,000 megahertz is easy thing on the Titan RTX. This GDR6 Samsung, they're using the same chip on RTX 2080 Ti video card or on Titan RTXs, and they can go to 16,000 megahertz easy. Okay, I'm just curious, can I beat this raw timing CL9 with 1T command with the 6-core 6-thread in the 4K resolution in Metro Exodus, overclocked though at 5300 megahertz, just the CPU, same 2400 megahertz, but CL13, let's say. Can I just 200 megahertz per each core, can I compensate this aggressive timing? Or maybe I can even be faster in terms of the FPS or equal FPS, I'm just curious. So I'm going to create a video, guys, when I'm going to compare DDR4 frequency and latency, and it's going to be very important because pretty much I'm going to test it on top of the line system, so you can see the best scaling, the best results, and you're going to see if it's worth it or not to buy higher frequency DDR4 or just stick with just you know, lower frequency DDR4 but get yourself 32 or 64 gigabyte sticks. Why you want to get that? Because you can convert 48 gigabytes to your virtual disk and to your RAM disk, and you can record through the shadow play to decrease the FPS delay into the RAM disk, and then copy it to your SSD at the highest possible bit rate, which is 160 megabit a second, and with the lowest possible FPS taxing on your FPS during the recording. This is going to be a great idea, one of the ideas for you. But I'm going to record a video when I'm going to explain to you how to do it and why you want to have above 32 gigabyte of system RAM in 2020. Even if you're a PC gamer, I'm just going to create a video for you, and pretty much that video will explain to you because you want to do the shadow play, and this is all what you want to do. Real quick, guys, I still have a couple more minutes. What I'm gonna do, I'm just going to real quick right now show you the at high, everything maxed out like this, but at high instead of extreme, at high. Let's go ahead and do it, and I'm going to quit it. I'm just going to show you the first that kind of city. Okay, come on, accept that. Oh my god, it's not even accepting the high. Alright, guys, I think the game frozen anyways. Is it? It's not taking the high preset. Oh my god, I didn't even. So I'm going to run out of SSD. Is it? Yeah, guys. Alright, so right now I'm putting some great videos for you, but anyways, right now DDR4 was at CL9 2400 megahertz and 1T command and 5100 megahertz, applying changes, so it takes some time through the RTX look like. Yeah, and it's going to take some time to apply the changes. So whenever the SSD recording will shut off, it's going to shut off, and I'm going to upload this video without any editing to YouTube. But as again, I'm going to use this material as my additional my two videos when I'm going to compare DDR4 frequencies and latencies, as well as when I'm going to compare the course amount, is it how it's reflecting in PC games. Let's say if you're not utilizing 90% of your CPU, do you need to have that additional cores or threads, or no, you just want to lower it down a little bit and crank it to the frequencies as high as possible per each core. So it's going to be a video about it as well. But let me real quick go ahead and show you actually at high. Let's go ahead and wait till it's going to compress. Okay, done. So now it's high. Look like it's real deal going on over here. Look at this. It takes some time to compress it. And let me try it to high. Hopefully I'm still running like a couple more minutes. And let's do this, guys. At high preset, everything maxed out without the DLSS. Ray tracing is on, DirectX 12 is on, RTX is on. Alright, right now let's give us the city, and as my last benchmark. Wow, look at this, we're at 100 FPS. So I think we will be about 50 FPS, guys, in the game with ray tracing. Without the DLSS, so no cheating, 4K resolution, but at high preset. Look at this, very high, 100 FPS, 99 FPS, 98 FPS. Let's go ahead and I hope we're going to see how we're going to be in the tunnel. Come on, give us the tunnel, and that's it after that point. Hopefully I still will have some enough storage on my SSD to show you about my computer parts and about my computer system today, some information. If not, then it's going to be cut off, guys, and we're going to be pretty much done with this video, one take. Every single preset was explained to you, showed you a lot of information. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash that like button. A lot of money, time, energy. Instead of making money right now, I'm wasting my time on you guys. So just go ahead and smash that like button. A lot of information was provided. And DirectX 11 API is possible at SLI. DirectX 12 without the RTX, with the RTX is not possible in SLI, so don't even think that you're going to double your FPS. It's not going to work. SLI is not going to work with the ray tracing. It's not going in Metro Exodus. It's not going to work. DirectX 12 without the ray tracing. Only DirectX 11 is possible with SLI, and it's beautiful, almost double your FPS. I'm going to show it to you guys how to do it under the SLI ready.com website, my new project. You don't want to miss that website, you don't want to miss that YouTube channel, you want to sign up. It's probably going to be a subdivision of iPlay4k.com, or it's going to be even the iPlay4k UHD King YouTube channel, who knows. But look at that FPS, 42, we are very high FPS, alright? Very high FPS over here, guys, going on. And that's it, that's it. That's it. I'm just going to enter this. It's still recording. It's still recording. Yeah, we pretty much almost way above 40 FPS at least, guys. So medium probably going to show you 50. So let me real quick go ahead and show you my latency delay and everything that I was running today. Hopefully we still have some time. And let me zoom in, magnifier tool in Windows. So this is my computer system. Real quick. Z370 chipset, Z390 chipset.